LaRussell, if you're unfamiliar with LaRussell is, or he was, the independent act.
King Indy.
Huh?
King Indy.
Yeah.
King Indy out there in LA. Really good guy, good spirited, was championing independence and kind of taking his fans and audience along the journey of what it looks like to truly be independent. He was giving out jewels, he was giving out knowledge, and he was being very transparent about some of the deals that were coming across his table. He was like, yo, this is why I wouldn't accept this deal as an independent. Why would I, yada, 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 yada. He even did that for Rock Nation. He said, he got a clip out there that says, Rock Nation sent me a contract. It said XYZ, I would never do such a thing. Recently, he's been selling his project for $1,000 and up. Kyrie Irving purchased one for $11,000. Somebody else purchased one for however many thousand, and he was running a campaign that said, hey y'all, I'm trying to sell 100,000 copies independently of my new project in 30 days. I thought that was the flyest shit ever. He turns right around in this same campaign and announces that he is signed to Rock Nation, which was met with mixed reviews because of what he has stood on for so long. So I'm asking you guys how y'all feel about it.
Isn't Rock Nation just distribution?
Yeah, I was going to say, does that mean he's not independent?
Now.
Oh, okay.
Not now. Remember, Rock Nation is everything now.
Oh, true. Okay.
So just so I clarify a question. So by signing with Rock Nation, you are by definition no longer independent.
I don't want to get into the murky water of what is independent versus what is not.
So
and I think there's a world where he could be partnered with Rock Nation and still be independent. I think what some of the fans are saying is the optic of it, and even if this deal is whatever you say, it looks and feels like it's undermining the road that we've been on with you and everything that you've stood for. Even if you're still independent now it's tougher to believe. It's tougher to believe you when you say, I'm trying to sell 100,000 copies of my album in 30 days. Because there's been, for over 10 years now, there's been labels that have done the inorganic thing by trying to make it look organic.
Yeah.
So it's just tougher to believe.
I get that.
Now. And honestly, I mean, if you're asking me my opinion, which no one has, why'd you do that?
Right.
Why'd you do that?
I might get an answer.
Why did you do that?
As a fan,
why mute up? Why? I'm not saying there's not an answer to that.
Okay.
I'm saying when people ask the why, it will appear that you have had, it looks to me, I'll just talk to me as a casual fan. It looks like you have had so much success independently as a brand new act out there grinding and preaching the good word. You've done this, and I can't name one of your songs.
True.
That's part of why.
That's part of the not why.
That's part
See,
of the not why.
and that's it's two people looking at the same thing, pulling different opinions.
Exactly.
I totally get the mindset of, hey, I would like some help. I'm tired of spending out of pocket. I'm tired of being alone. I would like some of my songs to be heard, and I get all of that. But if you've had so much success without a hit song, why would you do it now?
What is so much success? Your idea of what so much success is and maybe what he wants success for himself could be two totally different things. He could have literally, I've seen people do this where I've gotten as far as I can on my own to what they believe. I hit the ceiling. And now to get to that next level, I need some shit that I can't get.
I can speak.
Hold on, let me fuck with him for a little bit. Then you can't ask me.
Can I go first?
Okay, go ahead.
I agree with what he's saying, but if you stood on the platform of fuck the label, fuck the label, fuck the label, and you telling all these little niggas under you, fuck that label, fuck that label, fuck that label, then for you to now go jump ship and go sign with the same label that you dissed not too long ago, he said, yo, Rock Nation is some bullshit. They offer me a predatory deal. I won't never fuck with them. So now for you to go sign to Rock Nation, you basically...
You're going against everything you stood for.
You betraying the little niggas that could have potentially signed a deal, and you fought for them not to sign a deal.
Now, two things with that. Maybe they could have given you a predatory deal initially,
and now they didn't.
And now they didn't. Because now he said, or I could have grinded so hard independently that I've gained a little bit more leverage to now have a different conversation with them.
More
because he
reason to
did.
not sign it.
Well, hold on. He did come out to say in this deal, he owns all his masters. He owns all his publishing.
Okay.
So, in that sense, this is where, to answer your question, Mark, that what is independent versus what isn't independent, a lot of people stand on the side of, if I own everything, if I own my masters, I own my publishing, I own all my shit, I'm independent. Right. Now, other people feel like, yeah, but you're not independent because, you have a machine. You actually were able to sign to a machine.
I get that.
So there's that argument.
And that's always murky because there are ways to incentivize a business partnership while retaining ownership. Mm-hmm. Like, there's plenty of ways for that to happen. So I get that. I get that argument. What I'm saying is this: nobody can feel like they've taken it as far as they could take it if we don't know a song. That'll never be true.
And can I say
But I'm not getting no younger. I've been doing this for how many years? And my plan isn't.
You cannot surmise that you've taken it as far as you can take it if we don't know a song.
That's true.
That will always be true.
That's true.
And for Rock Nation or any company up for that matter to come back to you knowing that fact, well, what do they see?
Oh, yeah, they see
What
something.
do they see and why do they see it so early? See, because I think this is early. If he were to do this in 3 to 5 years,
How long has he been active?
I think the tone is different.
How long has he been active? I'm not familiar with like his start.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
He's been around a few years.
It's been a little bit.
He's been
Like
around. He's been around a few years. But no matter how long you've been around, if you are a musician, independent or not independent, you know what the name of the game is? Get a song that somebody knows.
2018 was his first, at least on Apple Music.
Oh, that's early. This is early.
9 years. Can I add something, fellas?
Also, to your real quick, I'm sorry, Mona. To your success point, right? Like, we can't speak to what that is because I don't know what his definition of success is versus mine.
Right,
It's
right.
his to tell. As an independent, when you get to the point where you are selling your music for, when Nipsey sold his shit for $100 and everybody said he was crazy, somebody else did it too. But when you get to the point where you're able to sell your music for $1,000 and celebrities are not only pulling up to purchase it, but they're posting about it and getting an active campaign for you going, I mean, that wouldn't be the time that I would be signing anywhere.
But you know what's funny?
Anywhere.
You mentioned Nip, and he did it. After doing the Proud to Pay campaign with Crenshaw for the $100 tape, doubling back with mailbox money for the $1,000 tape, guess what he goes and does? You guessed it. Signs a licensing deal with Atlantic for Victory Lap. And that got that album. Now, people who didn't know Nip didn't know a song of Nip's. His core fan base, we knew. I copped the $100 joint. But now, once you put your debut album out, you get a different level of recognition, and he still kept and owned everything.
Well, this is why, for me, that's a false parallel, and it's the reason why I say in 3 to 5 years, if LaRussell did that, then I don't have anything to say. Speaking only for myself, I knew plenty of Nipsey Hussle songs by the time he did that deal. Plenty of them.
You just saying this early because you don't know any LaRussell music yet.
It's early.
Which means he didn't get as far as he could have possibly got.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying
Unless
he
he
could feel
feels-
that though. You can't tell
He
him
might
how
feel
to
like,
feel.
I can't, the fact that y'all still don't know my shit, I want somebody to help me
This
know
to
it.
me just
Yeah.
looks like a marketing deal. This looks no different to me than hiring a marketing company as an independent. If he's still retaining ownership of his masters and his publishing, then this is no
And
different
this-
than hiring a marketing
What's the
firm.
difference between
What you would do as an independent
Sorry,
artist?
Control.
I can also speak as someone who has released music independently. That shit gets exhausting having to do all that label shit. He might want to just fucking rap
Fam, he might have just saw what Rock Nation did with the clips.
or that.
As independent, took our album to you licensed it to y'all for just distribution, and y'all got me everywhere in the fucking world.
That would be a false.
I'm just
Yeah.
because they had some other cachet involved as well. But I'm just
Louis
saying,
Vuitton.
if I'm watching this company and the rollout that they had and the movement that they had, as hey, I just licensed the music to y'all. They still own all that shit. Okay, well maybe let me try it this way because the way that I've been trying it got me here. I might want to try something different.
Also, I push back with if you just want to rap, then you don't want to be independent.
And I was going, bro, you reading my mind.
Independent means you have a say in all facets of this, and you are responsible for it all. It's not I just want to rap. If you just want to rap, then I don't have nothing to say to you. But if you're independent, rapping is probably it's not the first, second, or third thing that you need to be paying attention to.
That's true.
So I mean, it just gets tricky.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Can
I think
say
he did
something?
what he wanted to do. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, and he still got ownership. So I'm happy. Oh my God. It's Park's fault.
New Joe Budden.